to the perfection playthrough of Call of Cthulhu. Last time we actually found a new uh, part of the game I never noticed. It was that after we get the winch ready, I got the strength check passed, so we actually got past under the floor, which it had the green Cthulhu fish gel in there. And then also, it caused me to have an hallucination where one of the Cthulhu fish things grabbed me, pulled me under, and then I saw bodies everywhere, and then it pulled me back up. It was just seaweed. So that started. We saw a cave drawing, and we also got past to the warehouse without having to get beat up by Cat. And now we're at the Hawkins mansion with Bradley.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, I think if I refuse, it's just a lot harder. So I am going to accept his help, even though it might make me go a little crazy because I see him get murdered, but...
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Can I zoom in? I don't think I can. I was gonna see if he's there. The whale.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened. Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Maybe Charles did? He came back and he found the grave and he got mad, so he snatched his pots.
I'll have to find another entrance.
He done board up the place entirely.
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
Mm-hmm. Just making sure I have everything.
This entrance is still in use.
Nope, I get forced into it.
Whoa! Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Put down the axe, and I'll forget that you threatened a cop.
Show your badge, cop, and then we can talk.
You don't need to see my badge.
You're a bad liar, city boy. For the last time, tell me why you're here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this
Silas
mansion.
never shows up again. Vermin, is he talking about the cult, or is he talking about something else? The bootleggers, maybe?
This gate is locked.
We never see this side. Now I'll check, but I'm pretty sure that, since I have the key, now I can't interact with the house at all.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Check this side.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Is this supposed to be something they got rid of, or I don't know. Shows this side, but there's nothing new. The only thing I can think of is it'd be an early way to get a hurricane lamp, but I can't interact, so. So I'm gonna go to the main door and enter the mansion, but I'll take a break and then get back into it because memento.
Piers, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Nice. Okay. And then we go.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Oh, was that? I think that was, what's his name? Silas, right on the edge of that cart. I just noticed him.
Follow me. I know the place.
I'll pick up
Who